today. From Gillette Stadium.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes, and it's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback, but last year, and run for another 23.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 36. Second and right at a yard. Now Hurts looking to change the play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts flushed out right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train. And injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Well, this really an interesting matchup here in week 1. Of course, you got the Super Bowl 52 rematch to talk about. No Nick Foles or Tom Brady on the field today, but for the Eagles, it's been a long wait to get back at it again since the loss to the Chiefs back in February.
And no Zach Ertz. Was it a touchdown? Was it not a touchdown over that call? But, hey, this game is going to be a blast because the Eagles, they didn't feel like they put enough pressure on the quarterback in this.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll try to run with Swift, and he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. Now Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing Jones. This one swung out to Montgomery. So the completion good for 7 there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 8-0 to score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll be out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Hurts will throw. That's caught, and he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Hurts changing up the play. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. In motion right is Smith. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Swift. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And taken right on the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Play action. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Okuegunam. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7 operating from the 34. They go play action with Hurts. Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Buying time to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st down, Hurts rolling to his right. This is Smith with a grab. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from going up by 30. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Over 30 yards there, and 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. They'll look to throw, and the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this moment. No, okay.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Jones now on 1st down. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
That's interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Turning into a really good performance on the road, week one. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. From the 33, here's second down and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. Second down and 8. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Back to throw again. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up second down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen despite the...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, this game already decided, Charles, let's be honest, but now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly, but they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
And that is incomplete. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Hurts to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Eagles, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the...
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
That's on go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't. Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that.
The players on your team quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that.
Man, they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. Only jumped in the front seat to play with the speakers. Study my plans, stretch my bands. Plus when I stumble my customized vans. Plush like brush like plus I got 'em up. Plus size Panamera truck. I hop out the roof. Yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like Chex Mix is post up be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust down my dad face. Your chain is
That's
a
on
neck.
go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Me, left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, this don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Me.
I had to hit my designer for sneaks. Double the mine in the bleach. I'm blocking for sure. I'm popping down Miami Beach. Pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought
This is the player card. Here are a player's motivations. How well you're...
Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like typos. Legends on 3, 2, 1. You tried it. You say you love me like you love me.
Easily see. Here are some recommendations to get you started.
Because I'm only at the top, but you tried it. You say you love me like you love him, you lying. You know you worth for what it's worth, I could buy it. But say it's only at the top, but I'm biased.
Yes, I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist, go that, right wrist, go that, necklace, go that, sis, go that. Yes, don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't get the dark, cause the feds on it. Feds on it, feds on it, feds on it, feds on it. Don't get the dark, cause the feds on it. Get down.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my goose up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one gotta bring their games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started. Please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we make the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical. This moment is pivotal.
Tonight.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what something last week resolves itself this time around.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Third and long for Cousins. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And He was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. And Hurts going to move him around. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Cousins to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come off of... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. On 3rd down, Cousins, as they've got it as we resume action. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Joseph's got it, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! A.J. Brown, 33 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2. So I would agree with you totally on that.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds. Incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Dancing to his left. And this one complete to Smith. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Cousins on first down. Pass caught here by Osborne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Here now, 2nd and 4. Cousins now from the 50. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll take this down inside the 45. To throw, Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a throw here to his running back. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Harry. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. This short throw, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. In the early window, we'll have our eye on that game in Jacksonville. The Jaguars going to need to be on their A game as they'll have to do battle with the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale taking on the New York Giants. And finally, on Monday night, our first doubleheader of the year. Saints-Panthers at 7:15 Eastern, followed by Cleveland-Pittsburgh an hour later. The Eagles got a solid first half from last year's MVP runner-up, Jalen Hurts. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this one is incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripes. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Play action. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw is Cousins. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Cousins completes this to Addison out left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
The throw over the middle taken in. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Once again, it's Swift. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Swift going to try up the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They go play action here on first down. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. Throw right side, caught by Gott. Tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. And now they'll shift things around. They go play action with Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. This 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Hurts. Buying time to his left. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Oh, and he'll be tackled and covered up inbounds. They get another first, but they're working with no timeouts. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. One last shot now for Cousins. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Kind of a strange ballgame, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway, right? Making sure they're controlling the game in the second half. It lets you know that you've got to score points when you can. You never know when offenses might go a little bit dry.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me.
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding fiscal. Hit the crossover, leave them playing Twister. Oh, they thought that I was just a... Now when I do, they call me Mister. Stop it. Big wall with suffice. Play with the family, playing with your life. Just got the ops hurt, looking sick. So we gon' disinfect them like a wipe. Had that boy a big cat with no stripes. Now on the gram, ain't worried about a light. Yeah, I had to go ahead and raise the fee. If you ain't rocking with it, take a hike.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, say you gon' ride, is he gon' step by me, can't do it back, keep racks on me, name home with I keep 3 on me. Oh, so you ride it. I can do everything that you gon' like. Young, rich, and famous, I'm living the life. Pull up in that new thing. I'm swerving and hogging up both lanes. You know I'm in the mood. After I score, I'ma bring it to you. They're free agent, I give them the boo. I'm with the crew, who we bringing it to. We got no limit, yeah, we on the ride. We all gon' step, we all gon' ride. Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Every time I'ma step with the steppers. Black and white beans looking like pepper. Flawless diamonds, yeah, I'm good under pressure. 400 racks tucked in the dresser. Blowing money fast like Big Meech. Thinking that they winning, big reach. They know I'm the best, I'm elite. I know when they hating is instinct.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland,
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by someone who has proved doubters wrong his entire career. MVP runner-up a season ago, Jalen Hurts.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, Very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's taken down right away, but not before he crosses the 50 and gets to the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Hurts will throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8. Maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out of the end zone for the 2-point play.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
1st down, Howell to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got